So how's it going, guys? My name is Insta and today we're going to be looking at my game collection as of 2023. Now we're looking back at some of my games and just telling you some of the memories I actually have with them. I don't collect games like sealed brand new Mario 64 misprint. No, I just collect games that I actually enjoy or find interesting in some way. So let's go together on a nostalgia trip back into the past. Hey, maybe we'll share some memories together. So my game collection started way back when I was just a little boy with a Nintendo DS and a Wii. Now these were the simple times when I would just sit and play Mario Galaxy for hours on end and Plants vs Zombies on my DS. Now this is where it all started. Now I don't actually own my original Wii, but I've recently rebought one, as you can see back there, from Kex. And damn, the memories of searching through my house for batteries for the controller have flooded back to me. Too many times I've played Mario Galaxy and the batteries have died on me. Too many times to count. I only have a small game collection of the Wii games, because I lost most of them back in the day, of 2 games. Now that's not a big collection. I'm planning to expand it. Now the interesting thing about my small game collection is the Mario Kart Wii game I have. Now the Mario Kart Wii game I actually got very recently from a charity shop in the UK, and I found Mario Kart Wii. But it was in a collection with a Wii console, so you'd have to buy it all together. But thankfully I spoke to the lady who runs the store and she said just buy it separately. So thankfully I was able to buy it separately. So I walked to the till, and because it came in a job lot, it didn't actually have a price. So what the lady did, she went on eBay and searched Mario Kart Wii price, she looked for the price, and she charged me £3 or $3 for you Americans. £3 for Mario Kart Wii. The game's like £23 to like £30 in the UK. But she did that to be very nice to me, which I'm very happy about. Thankfully, I'm not like a reseller, because a lot of fucking people would fucking have a little spasm and sell the game off and make a few extra pounds. Thankfully, I'm not like that. I wanted to add it to my game collection. So that was very, very nice of her, to show you there's still nice people out there. So yeah, if you want to grow your game collection, I would definitely check charity shops. There's some good finds in there. Now, my Nintendo DSi is still the original one I had back in the day. How it's still running, God only knows. Now, I have so many memories on this Nintendo DS. It still has all my old pictures on. It's like a time capsule by itself, and for some reason, you can still see on my DS. There's little nubs, little feet on the Nintendo DS, I'll show it. And for some reason, back in the day, I decided to chew them off. I honestly don't know, but that's still on there. Still stood the test of time, even though I decided to chew it. What a weird kid I was, and I ain't changed. I don't chew my consoles, don't worry. My PS5 controller isn't chewed yet. But yeah, it's a miracle, it still works. Now my game collection for the Nintendo DS is a lot bigger than my Wii collection, because I still have all my old games for some reason. So yeah, it's very big. I have games from Mario Kart, to goddamn Pirates of the Caribbean. I have all the games. But the next console I got a few years later was an Xbox 360. Now this console changed everything for me. Now the original Xbox 360 console I got was a Gears of War console, which sadly stopped working quite a bit ago. But I do still have the working controller for Gears of War. My Xbox 360 collection is probably my biggest collection. This is due to me having an Xbox 360 for so long. Some of my favourite games, just to quickly sum up, would be Red Dead Redemption 1, Call of Duty Black Ops, Halo 2, Halo 3, and Fallout 3. A lot of threes. But I just couldn't get off this thing. This thing is addictive. It was a new type of gameplay, because before then all I had was a Wii and a DS. So the Xbox 360 was a big change. But the interesting thing is, I had my Xbox 360, well I still have it now, but I had it all the way up until 2018. A lot of people during 2018 and prior had Xbox Ones. I didn't. I still had my Xbox 360, and I didn't really care. I didn't have a reason to upgrade until 2018, when a little game called Red Dead Redemption 2 was announced for the Xbox. My mind was blown. I had to get one. I'd never had a reason before. Now I remember going to high school and they used to say, oh, what games do you play? They was on about modern games like fucking the new Call of Duty and GTA, which would all be on the new console, which I didn't have. So I used to lie and say, oh, Friday the 13th, oh, Rocket League. I used to say random games like, I weren't insecure about having an Xbox 360, I didn't really care. But I couldn't be bothered to explain why I still have an Xbox 360 and I'm upgraded. I just didn't see the point. Till Red Dead Redemption 2 come out. Red Dead Redemption 1 was my favourite, and still is my favourite game of all time. So it's a no-brainer that I got Red Dead 2. Now Red Dead 2 is one of my favourite games, It's not with Red Dead 1. Now, as I said, in 2018, I upgraded to my Xbox One. Now, this changed everything because it came with a little thing called Game Pass. Now, Game Pass gave me hundreds of new games to play. Hundreds. Games I wouldn't even touched before. So now I could go and play Friday the 13th. I didn't have to lie no more. And I just remember sitting during COVID, because it was during COVID times, playing Modern Warfare for hours upon end, skipping online classes, because during COVID it was online. I'm glad I skipped a stupid science class to play Call of Duty. Those memories I cherish. I wish I could go back to them. The lessons didn't matter anyway. God, them dropped out of college. What difference does it make? I also decided to get a Nintendo Switch because I wanted to play the new Animal Crossing and some other Mario games. So I have a lot of memories playing Animal Crossing as well. I enjoy playing a lot of the older titles on the Nintendo Switch because it comes with the SNES and NES. I like playing older games, especially on there. It's easier than emulating. I can't stand emulating games on PC. I can never work out how to do it. Half the time it never works and I don't want to get viruses. But the next thing I decided to get was my gaming PC, which is more of a work thing than it is a gaming thing, but I do have games on it. Now, I decided to get this because of YouTube, because it made it easier to film, edit, and record games, because it's a nightmare and everything else. Editing and recording on an iPad isn't easy, okay? So getting a PC was a no-brainer, and it's one of the greatest things I got. It's one of my favourite things I have. But not for games. I don't really enjoy playing games on it. I like the free games you get, they're great, but I prefer playing on consoles. I just always have. But when it comes to editing and filming and recording gameplay, the PC wins full stop, okay? It wins, okay? Now, my PC isn't the most expensive in the world. It's about £400, $400, which is very good for that type of PC. It runs all the modern games really, really well. Like, you wouldn't even notice. And it edits superbly. That's all I want from a PC. I don't need fucking 170 FPS. Oh my God. I really don't give two shits. I like older games. What would I care? The most recent thing I got was a PS5. Now, that's easier said than done. To get a PS5, I had to sign up for one on the Sony website months prior until they eventually messaged me. Now, they messaged me and the first thing I did was go to purchase it. Now, they messaged me, it must have been about 1 AM. So I jumped on my PC and quickly went to go and order it. And a lot of them had sold out. I wanted to get the Modern Warfare 2 one, which had just released. Now, sadly, that did sell out, so I had to suffice with just a normal PS5 and buy the game separately, which I'm glad I did. I prefer having hard copies anyway. But damn, the PS5 is one of the best things I've ever bought. It just plays games so beautifully, and a new type of game that I've never played before, like God of War. I've never even played that before. Ratchet & Clank, never played that before. It truly is my top console now. I'm sorry, Xbox, you've been knocked down. Now, do I think PlayStation is better than Xbox? No. I think they're about the same. It's just that my PlayStation is newer. It just runs everything better. I have the original goddamn Xbox, okay? The day release one, okay? So, of course, my PS5 is going to run everything better. It's a no-brainer. But I just have so many new experiences on the PS5 that I've never had before. It's just such a beautiful console. And I love how the achievements work. Had the platinum trophies. I love that. I like achievements, okay? I'm an achievement boy. Well, I think I'll call it about that. I hope you enjoyed this trip to memory lane. If you was just wondering, I got most of my games from Kex, which is a store in the UK that sells old second-hand games for pretty cheap. So if you live in the UK, I'll check that out. If you live in America, I guess you're kind of fucked. I'm joking. Just check about eBay and that, and GameStop. I don't think GameStop's very good. So do you share some of these memories with me? Tell me down below. We'll have a nice chat about better times, when all we had to worry about was finding batteries for your goddamn Wii controller. They were tough times. Well, I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please consider liking and subscribing, and join the Insta army today. Let's do a salute. Let's do a salute for the good old days. And I'll see you next time. See ya.